Hi everyone, today we're going to be speaking with Kayleigh, who some of you might know from the Fallon Twins Instagram. We're going to be talking all things home and about raising her twins. So I'm just going to add her in now to the chat. Just give it a few minutes to connect through. I know sometimes it can take a little bit.
Hi,
Hi, how are
nice to
you?
meet you. Yeah, I'm good. Are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm excited to have a little chat today and get to know you as well a little bit better.
Yeah, no, that's great.
So I can see
So,
behind you obviously is our Arista bed as well. Do you want to tell us a little bit
yeah,
about that and everything?
I joined Auris Living in July 19 and it came at perfect time because at the time we'd literally just moved out of our new house and we were living with our parents, like with the twins as well. So I
Oh,
knew I needed a new bed for like the new house. And then you guys reached out to me and said, would you like to be part of Auris Living? And I was like, me. So I chose my bed, like designed it myself. So mine is the king size ottoman in the light grey, but the ottoman is so good because you can literally store anything underneath it. I store like my suitcases, my shoes. I've got two beds actually now. I've got one for the guest bedroom as well. So if you've got to get like rid of any mesh, you can literally just store it underneath it. It's so good.
oh, that's good. Glad to hear
Yeah.
it. And do you want to tell us then? So obviously you mentioned about your home. Do you want to tell us about, I suppose, if you're doing any renovations or if this is something you kind of did as you went along and basically your home
Yeah,
journey?
yeah, so like I say, we were living with my in-laws while we reserved this house and it was like being built from scratch. So we lived with them. We said it was going to be about 6 months, but then it turned into 9 months. We finally moved in just over a year ago. So it was like a blank canvas, like all white walls. So we've obviously started like decorating, putting like wallpaper up. So this summer, like we want to start doing like painting, and we've just recently had the garden done because that was like just a mud heap. So yeah, we've done the garden now and got some new furniture. So it's just stuff like putting our own stamp on it really now. Yeah.
Ye- Perfect.
Is it froze?
And also have twins. I know, yeah, it's breaking up a little bit. It's okay.
Sorry, it's
But
frozen.
then you also have some little twins. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here, but you froze and I couldn't hear what you said. Sorry.
Oh, no, you are right. Yeah, so do you want to tell us a little bit as well about your twins?
Yeah, so I've got twin boys called Roman and Leo. They're identical twins and they are four. They definitely keep me busy. Like I have my hands full with them, but I wouldn't change it for the world. Like they're the reason like why I started like my Instagram page, and like as time's gone on, I've just kind of like been mixing it up obviously with the house now, turning it into a bit of like a home account as well. But yeah, they really do keep me busy and they're just amazing.
Was you shocked when you found out you was having twins, or was it something maybe it's like because I know people say it running your family and then it like skips
Yeah,
generations and stuff like that. So was that something?
yeah. So
Yeah,
it's so weird because I was kind of like expecting it. Like I always had a feeling that me and my husband Pete was going to have twins. Like we used to always joke about it. And then I always say like 11's like my lucky number. And the morning I was going for my scan, I was only like 5 weeks. I've been getting like slight pains. And the sonographer came out and said to me, Kayleigh, we're going to be really busy today. We've got 10 sets of twins to scan. And like she walked off and Pete turned around and went, and you're going to be the 11th. So I was like, sure. And then as we went into the scan room, and she obviously put the probe on my stomach, she said, it's twins. I was just like, nearly fell off the bed. So I kind
oh,
of half expected it, but yeah. But twins do run in my family, but obviously non-identical twins. So I kind of always
yeah.
had a feeling. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. At least you wasn't like really shocked and like, oh God.
Yeah, I think that car ride home though, when the reality hits you and you think, oh my God, how am I gonna cope with two babies? But because you don't know any different, you just get on with it. And like I say, I wouldn't change it for the world. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, good. And how has it been, I suppose, now with you all at home during the lockdown as well? Is it, have
Yeah,
you?
so I mean, thankfully, because I'm a key worker, they've been able to go in this time. I mean, last year, because it was at private nursery, we had them off from the March till the September, which was quite difficult. But because they're only of nursery age, we could still just do play. It wasn't like strict homeschooling. But then September last year, they've started at a new like school nursery, and luckily they've been able to go in. So it's not been too bad for me. I've been quite
Yeah,
lucky.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
good then. And let's So about your home then, let's say as well. So I know obviously you have a grey bed. So what's kind of like your home styles, or what kind of stuff do you have that features
Yeah,
in your
so
house?
I'm obsessed with like anything sparkly. Like I love mirrored furniture. I love stuff like from Laura Ashley. As you can see, like I'm obsessed with like, that kind of print. So I'll just like stuff like nice and clean and like white and greys and silvers. I suppose my mum just says I'm like a magpie, anything sparkly. So yeah, like with the mirrored furniture, I love a bit of crushed velvet. Yeah, just like silvers and greys, anything nice like that.
Yeah. And you obviously got quite a bit of a following now as well on your Instagram. How do you think you've built that up so
Yeah.
well, or you're doing
Yeah, so
quite
like
well
I
at the
say,
moment?
yeah, like to be fair, I'd never expected my account to grow the way it did. Before I had the boys in 2016, that was just like my personal account. It was just like my own account. And then when I had the boys, I changed the name to Fallon Twins. And then like overnight, it kind of just like grew. Like lots of twin parents and multiples like from around the world just started following me. And it just kind of grew and grew. And I thought, actually, this is like really good. I like obviously social like interaction, obviously like speaking to meeting new mums and like fashion and home. And then like I say, once we did move in the house, I started following loads of house accounts then, and I thought, oh, I love this. So I kind of like been mixing it up. But yeah, I do love having my Instagram account. It's fun.
Yeah, definitely. And I feel like there's a lot of other support from other home accounts, would you say as well? Like you've met people through that.
100%. Yeah, and like another thing, obviously, what I love about being part like of Auris Living is it's so nice to be able to design your own bed to your specification, how you like it. You can choose your colour, your fabric, the headboard, the design of it. So obviously it's nice for me to give back to my followers, knowing I can give them like 50% off,
Yeah.
and then they can choose their bed and get like a good discount like for our price. And obviously for me, I love just being part of like the influencer side of it. So yeah,
Yeah. Sounds good. Well, I'll pop in or as well. They can go into your Instagram account and they'll see like your code and everything on there as
yeah,
well. And some more bed
yeah.
pictures that you've got as well on there.
hmm But yeah, like I
And
say, it's so good for storage. It's one of them beds where it looks pretty to look at, but it's so comfortable as well. Like my old bed, like Pete said, when we got this bed, it was just so much more comfortable. Like it's just such good for having a good night's sleep.
yeah, well, that was one of the things we did a live a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if you might have saw it, which was with one of like a health coach, and she talked about sleep.
Yeah,
And that's what she
yeah,
said. One of them was like the underbed storage one. It made everything so much cleaner.
hundred
And
percent.
yeah, she was talking about her like sleep routine as well, and how it is actually really helping with that. What
Yeah.
would you say? Do you have anything particular that you do as a sleep routine, or I know because like you say you have twins? Is this something or things that
Yeah,
you rely on for that?
yeah. So obviously, as the twins have got older now, and we've moved into this house and they're more settled because it was a bit cramped at Nana and Grandad. So they were sharing a room with us. So you can imagine, like, sleep was a bit of a nightmare. The four of
Yeah,
us in one room. So obviously, since we've come to our new house, like they've got their own bedroom and stuff. So, like for them, they've just slept so much better now. We have a routine every night. Like we'll have like no electronic time. Like turn the TV off and say, right, it's book time. And we always like make sure we read them a book, and then it's off to bed. And to be fair, they go to sleep absolutely fine. And because I'm that exhausted, as soon as my head hits that pillow, I'm gone. Like, yeah, I'm just fast asleep.
yeah. Oh, I think it was breaking up again a little bit there, but I think are we still
Yeah,
here?
you froze a little bit.
Yeah, it keeps mixing a little bit, doesn't it? And what would you think then will be next that you're gonna do? If it's home stuff, or what can we expect that you might, if you're doing anything else next that we'll
Yeah,
see
like
on
next to
Instagram?
come from us. So, obviously, like I say, we're going to be doing more home stuff this summer now. Once like the shops open, I can get actually out into the shops and get some stuff. Like I say, I want to do some painting. We've just had the garden done and the furniture, so it's just going to be like more stuff putting the stamp on the house. The kids actually go to school in September, so I'm going to be lost without them. So I guess I will be spending more time in the house and just doing more stuff of it, finding what I can do, what I can change. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be something
Yeah.
that's always like you'll be sitting around and you'll be like, oh, maybe change this, maybe change that.
Yeah, always busy. Yeah.
And I also saw on your Instagram the other day that you mentioned about your anniversary. So how do you guys then celebrate that now? I suppose do you do it all
Yeah.
together with the babies as well, or
Yeah, so this year we're going to be married like 7 years. I don't know where it's gone. And I was saying like we've not even been out since our anniversary last year.
yeah,
So last year we celebrated it all together, but fingers crossed this year if lockdown lifts, I really feel like I need a date night and we'll just maybe go to like a nice
Yeah,
restaurant and a few drinks, just be like a mum and dad night off. I think we
yeah,
deserve it. It's just been
definitely.
such a like crazy year, and obviously with last
I
year.
know. Yeah,
Yeah,
100%. You'll definitely deserve it by then. I'm sure you can make up for it then.
100%.
I don't know if anyone will pop through if there's any obviously questions you want to ask you, but I'll just have a read up and see if there's any
Okay.
questions. But if there is anything, if anyone wants to pop a question in and we can ask. Is there anything else that you want to add as well, Kayleigh? Anything else?
No, I think we've covered everything. Yeah. Just
Yeah.
obviously what to say how much like I love my bed and stuff like that. So if anyone obviously is thinking about getting a bed from you guys, I 100% recommend it because like I say, I've got two. I've got one in my guest bedroom and I would always, for me personally, would go for the Ottoman storage because I just think it's amazing, especially if maybe if you live in like a small house or you've not got as much storage space. It's just so good to put everything under there. Like you can
Yeah.
store, like I say, anything, your shoes, your handbags, your big suitcases. It's just so good. I mean, even in my guest bedroom, I like put all like my bedding in there, like all folded up nicely.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is really good for like hiding stuff and keeping it all nice and neat.
Oh, perfect. Well, it looks great in the background.
Oh, thank you. And
Well, I
thanks
don't.
for having me. It's been really nice.
Yeah, I don't think there's any other questions popping through or anything. So it was lovely having a little chat with you.
Yeah, you too, Danielle.
I'll speak to you soon.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.